Okay, we are in, let me get that other piano book out of the way. The all-in-one adult course for Alfred's basic piano, level 1, page 69, Alpine Melody. Now this one is very much more involved and, it extends everything more than the songs previous. So we're going to take this one step at a time. This is going to be kind of a long video, but there'll be points that you can go back to throughout your week of practice at home before you come back to your next lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the left hand because that's where the melody is. And our tone set, well, first off, we're in G position. We're in G major, so we have G, A, B, C, and D. Left hand has the melody, but it does extend up to the E and down to the F sharp. So those are some things to keep in mind. Eventually we'll be up here and eventually we'll be down here. Not too much of an extension, but just enough that we have to keep that in mind. So I'm going to start on the first line. The first line ends on this G sharp. So we start on D, and this is in 3/4, so it's going to be half note, quarter, half note, quarter. It's kind of like a waltz. Taking it kind of slow. First line, here we are. And as I got up to this D, well, I just pointed to it, but I realized the music's not on the page or on the, what is this thing called? The screen. So as I got up to this, the D, I almost pointed to it again. I went ahead and felt with my pinky, my fifth finger down where it needs to be. So if you watch again, if you're paying attention to the pinky, once I get to this next measure, I'm sticking it down, so I'm right there. If I go to the next line, it has those same last 3 notes again, and then it goes back to G position. Alright, so lines 1 and 2 are kind of one and in the same. I'm saying everything wrong. It's late at night. Forgive me. Going on to the third line. Here we're going to be into a C chord, which in G position is this. We've got our thumb going up, and our pointer actually, or our second finger actually stays right there on the C, which is its normal home key. And we have that. All right, so it's kind of broken up in the melody though. We have G, C, E, C, D, B, G. So if you pay attention to the thumb, it's the one that's going back and forth between 2 keys. G, C, E, C, D, B, G. And then the last line kind of goes back to what we had in measures 2 and 3. D, C, F sharp, and then D and then G, which we've had before. So here's the entire song left hand only. On the repeat, it wants you to take the last note from this G up to this other G. So if I'm looking at the last line only, D, C, F sharp, D, G, the first time. The second time is going to be everything the same until this, and we cross over. And that doesn't matter to me which finger you go to that top octave in, but that's what you have. Now the right hand is kind of simpler. It mostly plays on beats 2. Sometimes it plays on beats 2 and 3. It does not play on beat 1 until the very end of the song. So it's always like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's measures 1 and 2. Measures 3 and 4 go to a D7, which is going to be F sharp in the first finger, C in the fourth finger, and D in the fifth finger, which we've played before, like in C position. That's going to be a G7, but here we are now in G. And so we have this accidental, or not accidental, but the F sharp in the natural key signature. So the first line is rest, G, rest, rest, G, rest, rest, D7, rest, rest, D7, D7. And then it does that again and measures 5 and 6, rest, D7, rest, rest, D7, rest, G. And then we have two G's. Line 3, we have the C chord, which is G, C, E. And this is when the melody in the left hand goes up to that too. So our left hand, you're going to be kind of set up as to play a C chord, but it's broken. And then the right hand, it's blocked. So you got two C chords and then a G chord, two more G chords, a D7 chord. And if you notice when I'm doing the D7, so I don't have to stretch my fingers weird, I get up into the woods or up into the blacks. The blacks are the ones that are usually not plastic coated, depending on your piano or if you're playing on a keyboard. Plastic coated, just straight wood. All right, so we get up into the woods, and that makes reaching this chord easier. It's kind of hard to see on the camera because my hand goes up and blocks so many keys, but that's something that we do to help reach those keys. And we end on G chords. So I'm going to count out and play Alpine melody, the right hand. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The last time, when you're doing that, you're gonna go up. It wants you to go up an octave. So you just look at the black keys, and we go to the same relationship of the next set of black keys. All right. So here's the entire song at a slow tempo. 1, ready, go. I'm not going to repeat the whole thing, but I am going to play the last line again with the ending that goes up an octave. And I'm not too sure. I mean, I've played it that way before I started this video, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not too sure that that's actually that cool. But just for demonstration purposes. I don't mind so much the left hand going up, but that's still sounds funny. I think it should be like... Or maybe it'd sound better with that on the top. But that's neither here nor there. All right, now I'm going to play this song a little bit faster. Hopefully what it would be up to by the time your next lesson comes around. I do notice that playing the rhythm in line 2 for the right hand is different from all the other lines. That can throw you for a loop. Go back and practice that one at the slower tempo. Isolate just that second line. And also the third line going to the C chord can throw you for a loop. Practice each line as much as you need to. Remember, for songs in this level, you should be practicing maybe, say, the second line, play it 3 or 4 times before going on and putting it back into context. So here it is, just a little bit faster. I'm probably going to make some mistakes because it's me. Oh, one more thing. Very legato in the left hand. Right hand, not really staccato, but full value notes so it doesn't stick out. And also this should be piano throughout, so kind of softly. Good luck with this one, and I hope to see it nice and beautiful when you come to lesson. If not, that's okay. We'll fix it then. Peace.